Hello, and welcome to Science for this week. This week, we're not really going to have any um, activity that you have to produce anything. But I think it would be an interesting topic to talk about. And it was actually the reason I thought it would be interesting is because I was thinking about it all day, and I saw a lot of these things all day. And I was with my best friend's mom, and we were walking around, and we couldn't stop seeing spotted lanternflies. If you live in Lidditz or around Lidditz, I'm sure you have seen them. They are super pretty, but there are so many of them and they are eating so many different things. So you have seen a lot of different ways that people have tried to trap or put things around their trees to make sure that they don't eat the trees, because they are starting to eat a lot of different things and kill some other plants and vegetation and things like that. And I've seen them go from trees now I find them in different little garden plants and things like that. So I thought it would be really interesting to figure out and do a little bit of research on your own about why they are all over here, what you can do about it, and what I really want you to do. I'm going to actually go for a walk in about 10 minutes after I make this video, and there apparently is, I'm over in Manheim Township right now, and there's apparently a trap or a contraption on one of these walking paths that I'm going to go take a picture of and see if I can put it into a link to it in the comments below after I upload the video. But it's of a way to either make your own trap, or it's a trap that they had made to try to trap the lantern flies. So what I think it would be interesting to do is, if you can, if you have the ability to go out and see if you can find somebody that has done something similar. If they, whether it's tape around a tree, you've probably, anytime you're driving through Lidditz, you've seen tape around the tree, or see if other people have come up with different kinds of contraptions to stop the spread of these lanternflies. So the reason you see the tape around the tree is because when the lanternfly larvae, the nymphs is what they're called, when they are born, they like to crawl up trees and chew on the softer bark of the tree, but they're not so strong where they not always, but they fall off most of the time. So they fall off, and it's like the itsy bitsy spider, keep going up the water spout. They keep climbing up the tree. So when there's tape on the tree, they climb up and they get stuck there. And I know it sounds kind of mean because you're trapping a living thing, but they are really causing a lot of problems in this area. So what I think it would be interesting to do is, if you and your family sit down one night and really try to figure out, just do some research on spotted lanternflies. I'm actually on a Penn State website that has a lot of a lot of information. So if you look at Penn State's website about spotted lanternflies, your parents and you can look at and find out a lot of different things. Last year, they actually had um, trying to think of the word. They had a little convention, I guess, where they gave you information and told you about how to kind of keep them under control and what you could do to make sure that they didn't come back. Because when they lay eggs, they lay a lot of eggs. And you'll see trees that had, I think last year I counted a tree that had 55 or 60 in it, just in the area that I could see. So your activity for this week is to go out to A, do some research about spotted lanternflies. B, see if you can make your own little contraption for catching a spotted lanternfly or a bunch of them. And C is learn a little, or go out and see, find the contraption or the tape or something around town that you think has worked the best, where you can see it, as many as possible. I've seen some that have so many little nymphs on them. They're blackened with white spots, and the adults are gray. They have the red wings underneath, and they have some black spots on that too. So take a picture of a tree that has so many on it, and imagine if it didn't have the tape on, that those lanternflies would be up in the tree and they'd be eating the whole tree, and that tree might die. And think of the damage that tree could do. So how important it is to try to, as you see at the police station, it says stop this invader. So do some research, go try to find an area where a lot of them have been caught, and see if you can think of or look up how to make your own trap. I'm gonna go out for a walk in about 5 minutes now, and I'm gonna go see if I can take a picture of this thing on the walking path, and I will put it down in our comments below. If I can't find it, at some point this week, I'm gonna find a picture of something that you can make at your house or just putting tape around your around a tree that might have them on. And I will take a picture of the one down when I go on my walks. I'll take a picture of one that has a lot on it, so you can definitely see. All right, that is all you have for science this week. It should be pretty interesting, but there's no actual activity that you have to sit down and try to experiment with. So I hope you have an awesome day, an awesome time, and an awesome rest of your summer. And stop that spotted lanternfly invader.